I have had a day. It has been insane, but I do think that I smashed that interview. That feels good after I completely bombed the last interview that I had. And to celebrate, I got myself a chocolate bar and some liquid death. Let's freaking go, bro. I held my pee for so long so that I wouldn't be late to that interview, and I will tell you what happened to me. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I have got another reading vlog for you. I'm actually filming this later in the evening, but I started taking clips this morning, and I'll go ahead and roll those now. Hello, I am at the office right now. I do plan to leave work like a little bit early today because I've got a package at the post office and I want to open it and unbox it with you. I have to get back to it, but I just wanted to briefly hop on here and just update you. But that's all I have for you right now. My book has arrived. I'm very excited and I'm going to open it up. Okay, I am not going to open it up. This tape is serious. It's heavy duty. I need scissors. I'm gonna go home and open it up. I have scissors now. I pulled these out of the dishwasher and they appear to have cheese on them. It's fine. I'm so glad that I didn't end up with a special edition that had like no words on it, like House of Sky and Breath, which like the copy of that I have is a special edition. It's there and it has words on the spine, but like nowhere else. If you want to see it, look in another video. But this is so nice. Look, it's sparkly. It's reflective. I'm so excited. This is so nice. It's going to be a little bit weird because I have the paperback version for the other two books. When I got this, I looked on Amazon and the paperback was $27 and then the hardback was on sale for 18. So it's like, yeah, I'm getting the $18 hardback. Thank you very much. So now they're just going to look a little bit awkward and different, but I don't even care. It's fine. They don't have to be perfect matches and this is really nice. So, oh my god. Look at that. It's so pretty. I just took its clothes off and look at this. It's got a moon. I love it. Oh, dude, I might need to start getting hardbacks more often, as if I could even afford that. But like, that's so nice. Like, it's so much nicer than the paperback version. It has pretty pictures. There's a map. I really am excited because I didn't like House of Sky and Breath as much as I liked the first book, but like the way that the last book ended makes me think that this book is going to be much more pleasurable for me because Hunt and Bryce are not going to be in the same room for at least part of it. I'm very happy about that. They're cute, okay? Don't get me wrong. I just don't need all those details. I really don't. So, I'm really happy. I'm going to put her clothes back on. Okay, I need to move on. This has been a really long unboxing. I'm just really excited if you couldn't tell. Okay. So, one book that I have been working on for the past couple of days is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I'm actually not talking about that in this video because that's going to be in our book club video for the month. It'll come out on December 1st. If you'd like an in depth review, I'm actually going to go into detail and talk about themes and all of that fun stuff. So, I'm excited for that, and I hope to see you there. And aside from that, I'm going to work on the second book in the Divine Rivals series, and the name is escaping me right now, but I will put it right there so you can see. That is the name. I know it's by Rebecca Ross. I don't know exactly how far I am into that right now. I've been listening to the audiobook, I think like a couple hours, and so far I'm liking it more than the end of the first book. It was really losing me, but we're back to cutesy little things, and I'm enjoying it, and It's nice. My only gripe with the book is probably that I think the world building, it's so vague. Like it just kind of drops you in this world and it doesn't really explain anything to you. And that's how it was in the first book too. But it's like I feel like there's this deep lore and they just didn't explain it to us, which is fine. Like you don't have to and it's working, but I don't know. Something about it just doesn't seem fully fleshed out. It's still enjoyable though. I will keep working on that and I'll let you know how it goes. It is currently 7:50 and I'm leaving for work late. I'm supposed to leave at 7:40, but I should still get there about right on time. I'm going to have several opportunities to listen to Ruthless Vows while I'm at work today, so I will keep you updated on that. I'm at about 25% way through the book and I am enjoying it. It's potentially getting cute, but I still stand by the fact that like the world building is just not there. Ronan is just with I'm going to say the Darkling because I forget what he's called. Dave. No, D- I haven't listened to this since yesterday and the names are escaping me. But you know what this is? He's the Darkling, okay? Ronan is just with the Darkling and it's like they're traveling somewhere and like I anticipate that they're gonna end up, in the same place with Iris, but it's like what are they doing? I just feel like I'm lacking context. It's fun for what it is. It's just definitely not 5 stars. Anyway, I will keep you updated and I have got to go to work, so I'm gonna be late. So I ended up not doing as much outdoor work as I initially anticipated, and that's because it started raining and it was so cold. I did have to do some, as you saw, but it was very limited and I saved a lot of it for tomorrow. So that's what I'll be doing then. But I did still have other mindless tasks to do. So I was able to listen to Ruthless Vows a decent amount, and I'm at around 42% now. And so far, I'm liking this book more than the first one. I don't know if it will stay this enjoyable. I'm really appreciating that it's kind of gone back to its roots in a way. I'm still getting that feeling where it's like a lukewarm book. I don't know, something about it is just not it's not all the way there. And I felt this way about the first one too. It's still fun though, like I'm still enjoying it and I'll continue to read it. So there's that. On another note, I have been reading the Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo like a lot today because I woke up at 4 and couldn't fall back asleep. So I chugged through some of this, but again, I'm touching on this more in another video. I just wanted to let you know that I am working on this book as well. So I want to like talk to you about this right now, but I'm restraining myself because I'm saving it for the other video. I just finished Ruthless Vows. That book got so good. Like, I have not been that emotionally moved or stressed over a book in a long time. There was a scene at the end, and if you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. But, like, I was just like, that was so good. I still stand by what I said. Like, I recognize that there were decisions made by the author that I think could have been better, but there were so many decisions that were really good, and the story was so good. I feel like I've never read a romance that felt that genuine. Their love was so. I'm literally tearing up thinking about it. And despite the few places where I think things could have been better, the way that that book made me I feel like I have to give it 5 stars, maybe 4.5. I think it's gonna have to be 4.5 stars because as much as I love that and it was incredible, I don't think that I can fairly give it 5 stars. Like, I just don't think that it deserves that. You will like this book if you really enjoy a good, true love story, like, not lustful, just so pure love. If you're somebody who needs your story to be really realistic and you need to understand why everything is happening the way that it is, then maybe this is not for you. Because there were several occasions where coincidences occurred or there was just luck, and that's the only reason that the story was able to progress the way it did. I've never read lore like that before, and I think that it was very well done. I'm so glad that I read the second book. Like, thinking that I almost didn't pick it up is crazy because of how much I just enjoyed that. That was so good. That's all I'll say about that right now. So, today I have a job interview, and as a result, I get to drive 3 hours there and 3 hours back. I love driving 6 hours in one day for a job I'm probably not going to get, but it's fine. It's honestly like so irritating applying for jobs within the entity that I'm applying within. They'll literally just be like, we have interviews these days in person. Which one do you want? Like, they don't say, oh, you have a job and you need to do like a virtual interview after work hours? Okay. They're like, no, you have to be here at this time. One of the interviews that I have that is also 3 hours away in a different direction, those people were just like, your interview is this day at this time. And I was like, okay, so that's fun. It'll be worth it though because I'll get some nice benefits and better pay if I even get the job. Fingers crossed. Anyway, because of that, because of all the driving that I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to listen to an audiobook while I'm in the car. I've got A Study in Drowning, which I believe is a fantasy, and I don't remember the author's name off the top of my head, but it'll be on the screen so you can see it. All I've heard is that if you haven't read this book and you enjoy the fantasy genre, you're missing out. So, we'll find out if I'm actually missing out. I'm kind of crossing my fingers that it doesn't have any romance in it because I've been reading so many books with romance in them and they're getting really old, like nauseating. I need to just read like a good story without a romance. So we'll see. But yeah, I really don't have any information. So I just wanted to let you know I'm going to start that and I'll keep you updated as I read. Cross your fingers for me because I would really like to get one of these jobs. I've got another interview in like a month and I'm still waiting to hear back from another interview that was like 2 months ago. And these people just take months to get back to you. And it's this morning, I decided to leave early, and I'm glad that I did because I'm currently stuck in traffic and uh I can't. If they make me late to this interview, anyway, what I got on here to talk to you about is the fact that our main character is so annoying. I literally can't stand her. She's like constantly afraid and like crying and stuff, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I'm also thinking that this is going to end up being some sort of like enemies to lovers or something like that, which is really not what I wanted to read right now. So I'm contemplating putting it down because a lot of people really like this book and I would hate to just like ruin my experience of a book because I'm not in the mood for it. So I'm gonna keep listening for a little bit and see what happens. I will acknowledge, like, yes, our main character's really annoying. They're probably setting her up for like a really great character arc. It's just like over the top. That's where I'm at. And I think is traffic about to start moving? Yep, I gotta go. I have had a day. It has been insane, but I do think that I smashed that interview, except for the fact that I like don't have a lot of experience because I'm just out of college, which they told me. But I think they liked a lot of like everything else about me. So that feels good after I completely bombed the last interview that I had. And to celebrate, I got myself a chocolate bar and some liquid death. Let's freaking go, bro. I held my pee for so long so that I wouldn't be late to that interview, and I will tell you what happened to me, but I'm gonna wait till I get back. I've got like 3 hours to drive now, so bye bye. So my hair is soaking wet right now. I just got out of the shower. I figured I would tell you how the chaos of my day was. So I was about an hour into my drive, and I said, man, I need to stop and get some gas. So I looked over at my bag and realized I had forgotten my wallet. So at this point, I did not have the time to turn around and go get my wallet and come back, or I would be late to the interview. So I was like, I can access my card information from my phone, so I can probably figure something out if I get to a place that has cell service. So I did, and I went to an ATM and tried to see if I could like punch in my numbers manually, but that was not an option. And then I was talking to one of the cashiers and he was like, well, maybe you could use Apple Pay or something. So I went into my car and I set that up. And then I went back in, I got my cash back, proceeded to drive another 2 hours with a dead inspection sticker and no license. And I made it. I made it, and I think that the interview went really well. And then I came home. But that was just, it was really chaotic. And to give you an idea, I left about 45 minutes early just because I figured it'd be smart. Actually, I left earlier than that because my interview was at 1:30, and then I decided, 10:30 is 3 hours in advance, which is how long the drive was. And then I was like, I should give myself an extra 30 minutes because they want me there 10 minutes early. You never know what happens on the road. So I was planning to leave at 10, but I actually left at like 9:20 with all of that in advance. And then everything that happened with road work and the whole wallet fiasco, I arrived 20 minutes early. So that's how much time was wasted today, but I made it and it went well. And it was chaotic, but it was fine. And it gave me a lot of time to be in the car and listen to A Study in Drowning. So I'm sitting at about 95% way through the book right now, and I don't want to say too much because I'm not actually finished, even though I like essentially am. Um, I will say, so far, things have been very predictable. Like parts are very creative, and as a result, they're not predictable. But large parts are very predictable, and that just doesn't make for an extraordinary read, in my opinion. I think the book has a lot of important things to say about like womanhood and misogyny, etc. And I'm enjoying that aspect of it, but it's definitely not a 5-star read. We'll figure more out after I finish it, which will probably be tomorrow. So I'll get back to you on that. Okay, I just finished A Study in Drowning, and here's what I have to say. I very much enjoyed the world building. It was so atmospheric. I loved that. The like fairy tale whimsy, I really enjoyed that. I appreciated the character arc for the main character. She grew a lot because I hated her so much in the beginning. When I was reading her, I was like, this is Moaning Myrtle. And I was like dying a little bit, but she found herself. That was great. I will say it was a little bit predictable. You know, I kind of figured out where it was going. So overall, I liked it, but it's more of like a 3-star read for me. It wasn't really groundbreaking, but I did appreciate it and it was fun. But it was just a chill little read. It wasn't anything spectacular. So that's where I'm at with that. And I'm about to do some field work today. And I'm going to listen to an audiobook. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but I will let you know. And um, yeah, I think that's all that I have right now. So I actually lied and I, instead of listening to an audiobook, listened to The Sounds of Nature, and it was really nice. I did my job, listened to some nature, and I also had this camera because I borrowed it from my work and I get to use it now, which is exciting. I've been taking some like nature photography, which I've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's been kind of fun. So I've been doing some of that the past couple of days, and then I've also just been doing a lot of filming and editing. I've been finishing up my video for ah this month's book club, and it's been really fun. So that'll be out December 1st if you're interested, and if you want to join, link in description. But that is everything that I have for you today. I'm not actually going to start to read anything else. I have started House of Fire and Shadows, or whatever it is. What is it? House of Flame and Shadows. I have started that, but I'm really not very far into it, and I'm not going to finish it in this video. I honestly think I'm probably going to finish it over Thanksgiving break, so that's in like a week from now. It's a chonky book, okay? But that is everything that I have for you. If you would like to find me somewhere else on the internet, I have Instagram and Fable. Those are linked in my bio. Fable has my book club if you want to join. If you would like to like and subscribe, please, thanks. If you like and subscribe, you can become what? If you like the video, then you can have if you like the video, you'll be rewarded with one imaginary snail named Robert. He has your choice of hat on his back if you subscribe. Pretty tempting, I know. I am gonna head out now. So thanks for being here and bye.